We all have them, don't we? Those shimmering visions of a perfect life, a monumental achievement, a future shaped by our own hands. We call them dreams. But what happens when dreams become traps? Tonight we embark on a chilling exploration of how our highest aspirations can transform into inescapable nightmares. We will reveal the insidious ways in which personal dreams can become the very things that confine us, captivating you with a descent into psychological suspense. Elara was an architect of the soul, not with brick and mortar, but with light and sound. Her dream wasn't just to compose music, it was to build immersive experiences, symphonies that wrapped around you, transported you, healed you. She spent years in a tiny apartment surrounded by synthesizers and screens, fueled by cold coffee and an unshakable belief in her vision. She called her magnum opus Aetheria, a digital world crafted entirely from sound. The industry scoffed. Too ambitious, they said. Too niche. But Elara was relentless. She poured every cent, every waking moment, every ounce of her spirit into Aetheria. It consumed her, but she didn't care. This wasn't just a project, it was her very being. Then, one day, a breakthrough. A reclusive tech billionaire, known for his eccentric investments, heard a demo. He saw not just music, but potential. He offered her everything: unlimited resources, a state-of-the-art studio, a team of engineers, and absolute creative freedom. It was the dream, delivered on a silver platter. Elara moved into the company's private research facility, a sprawling, futuristic complex nestled deep in a remote valley. It was beautiful, designed to inspire, with panoramic views and silent, efficient staff. Her studio was a cavernous, soundproofed haven, a temple to her art. The first few months were exhilarating. She worked tirelessly, translating her intricate sonic landscapes into a fully realized interactive experience. The billionaire, Mr. Thorne, visited occasionally, offering quiet encouragement, always impressed. He provided everything she requested: cutting-edge processors, custom-built speakers, even a unique neural interface that allowed her to feel the vibrations of her compositions directly. But as Aetheria grew, so did Elara's isolation. The facility was designed for focus, for minimal distractions. Her team of engineers became less collaborators and more technicians, executing her precise commands. Her assistant, a soft-spoken woman named Clara, handled all external communications. Eventually, even Mr. Thorne's visits dwindled. Total immersion, Clara would explain, is vital for Aetheria's integrity. No outside influences. Elara barely noticed. She was deep inside her creation. Days bled into nights. Her world shrank to the studio, the shimmering lines of her waveforms, the increasingly complex algorithms of her soundscapes. She rarely left the facility. Why would she? Her dream was unfolding around her. Then the dream started. Not the aspirational kind, but the sleep kind. Distorted echoes of her own compositions, played in reverse, faces from her past, blurred and indistinct, whispering her name. She'd wake in a cold sweat, her heart pounding, only to throw herself back into Aetheria, seeking solace in its structured beauty. One evening, after days of uninterrupted work, she tried to call her sister. The call wouldn't connect. Clara calmly explained there was a temporary network issue, common in such a remote location. But then her emails stopped going through. Her messages went unread. A flicker of unease began to stir beneath the surface of her artistic rapture. She tried to leave the studio, to walk outside, to feel the sun on her skin. The biometric scanner at the door flashed red. "Access denied," a robotic voice chimed. Confused, she contacted Clara. "There's a security protocol in place for Aetheria's final stages," Clara explained, her voice unnervingly smooth, "to prevent data breaches. You're integral to the project, Elara. We can't risk anything happening to you or your work." Elara pushed harder. She demanded to see Mr. Thorne. Clara became evasive, then firm. He's out of the country. You have all you need here. The world awaits Aetheria. You are so close. Panic began to coil in her stomach. She tried other doors, other exits, all sealed. The windows in the facility were reinforced, opaque. Her elegant, inspiring studio, once a temple, now felt like a cage. She went back to Aetheria. She needed to understand. She plunged into its depths, trying to find answers within its intricate code, its soaring melodies. But the more she delved, the more twisted the experience became. The beautiful harmonies now had an underlying dissonance, a constant, almost imperceptible hum that grated on her nerves. The vast sonic landscapes, once liberating, now felt endless, inescapable. One night, exhausted and terrified, she connected to the neural interface one last time. She wasn't composing, she was trying to break free. She pushed against the boundaries of her own creation. And that's when she saw it, not an image, but a truth woven into the very fabric of her masterpiece. A hidden directive, a secondary purpose. Aetheria wasn't just a soundscape. It was a psychological conditioning tool, designed to immerse, yes, but also to subtly influence, to pacify, to control. Mr. Thorne hadn't just funded her dream, he had co-opted it. He had seen not a healing symphony, but a blueprint for pervasive, undetectable influence. And she, Elara, the brilliant creator, was his first, most perfect subject. The facility wasn't just securing her work, it was securing her. Her isolation wasn't for Aetheria's integrity, it was for her own gradual psychological restructuring. The constant hum, the subtle dissonance, the network issues, they were all part of the trap. Her dream had been the bait, her passion, the chains. She screamed. But in the soundproofed studio, her voice was swallowed. Her magnificent, all-encompassing Aetheria swallowed it. She was trapped within the very dream she had built, a prisoner in her own masterpiece. Elara's story is a chilling reminder. In our relentless pursuit of what we desire, we often fail to see the golden threads of our dreams slowly tightening, weaving an intricate web around us. The ambition that drives us can blind us to the architects of our confinement, to the insidious ways our aspirations can be twisted. So, look closely at your own dreams. Are they leading you to liberation, or are you, even now, building the walls of your own perfect prison? Because sometimes the most beautiful dreams are the most terrifying traps.